Ever thought boxing was out of reach? It's not. You don't need a gym, expensive gear, or years of training to get started. In the next few minutes, we'll show you the fundamentals, footwork, punches, and technique, so you can start training right at home. Whether you're here to build confidence, get in shape, or just try something new, this is your first step. By the end, you'll have the foundation to move, strike, and train like a boxer. Let's get started. Have you ever noticed how pro boxers seem to glide across the ring with ease? It all starts with the stance, a strong foundation that fuels every punch, step, and movement with power and balance. Take Canelo Alvarez, for example. He's famous for a well-balanced stance, feet firmly set, knees slightly bent, and weight perfectly distributed. This lets him generate devastating power in his shots while easily slipping his opponent's punches. Canelo's secret is maintaining that solid base, so he's never caught off guard or off balance. Now imagine standing in your own boxing stance, feet about shoulder width apart, knees bent, weight balanced. If something feels off, like you're on shaky ground, it means your foundation isn't set. Let's fix that. Focus on grounding yourself, just as Canelo does, so every move you make is backed by stability, control, and confidence, just like the pros. Your weight distribution is crucial. The secret? It's in your back foot, acting like a loaded spring ready to unleash power. Studies show proper stance increases punching power by up to 30%. That's the difference between a tap and a knockout blow.
That was a headshot, down he goes to the body, and that should do it.
It's over.
That is it.
It's over.
Here's a pro tip that'll transform your stance overnight. Grab some tape and draw a T on your floor. Position your feet on either side of the vertical line. This simple trick keeps you balanced and ready to strike or defend at a moment's notice. Now, let's talk about your hands. Keep them up, guarding your face, elbows tucked in. This isn't just defense, it's your launch pad for lightning-fast punches. But standing still won't cut it in the ring. You need to move. Enter the boxer's shuffle, small, quick steps that keep you nimble. The golden rule: never cross your feet. That's a one-way ticket to losing your balance and eating canvas. Let's put it all together. Your feet are positioned perfectly, weight balanced on the balls of your feet. Your hands are up, protecting your face. You're light on your toes, ready to move in any direction. This solid stance is your springboard for nimble footwork and explosive punches. Start with small steps forward and back, always maintaining your stance. Then side to side, keeping that imaginary line between your feet. Feel awkward? Good. That means you're learning. Here's where most beginners go wrong. They stand too upright. Bend those knees slightly. Feel that? You're lowering your center of gravity, making you harder to knock off balance. It's like you're planting roots into the ground. Remember, your back heel should be slightly off the ground. When you punch, that heel drives down, sending energy up through your legs, hips, and into your fist. It's like loading a spring, ready to unleash at any moment. Now, let's talk about the 30-second drill that builds knockout endurance. Shadowboxing in your new stance. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Get into your stance and start throwing punches at an imaginary opponent. Jab, cross, hook. Mix it up. But here's the catch. Focus on maintaining perfect form. Every time you slip out of stance, reset. This isn't just about endurance. It's about muscle memory. As you shadowbox, pay attention to how you move. Are you shuffling smoothly? Are your hands dropping after each punch? These are the details that separate amateurs from pros. Every rep in perfect form is building your boxing foundation. Ready to turn those fists into knockout machines? Let's break down the power trio that separates the champions from the pretenders. These 3 punches are your ticket to boxing greatness. But here's the kicker. Most people execute them completely wrong. Time to set things straight. First up, the jab. It's your secret weapon, the unsung hero of boxing. Think of it as your trusty probe, your rangefinder. Quick, sharp, and deceptively powerful. The jab is your setup artist, paving the way for the big guns. When executed correctly, this lightning-fast strike can generate serious force. It's about disrupting their rhythm and keeping them guessing. Now, the cross. This is where things get exciting. The cross is your power punch, the thunderbolt from your rear hand. Imagine a piston firing straight from your shoulder. But here's where most beginners go wrong. They telegraph this punch. The key? It's all in the rotation. Your shoulders, hips, your whole body needs to work in harmony. When you nail it, the results are explosive. A well-timed cross can pack the same punch as a 40-mile-per-hour car crash. That's the kind of power that ends fights. Enter the hook, your knockout artist. This punch comes in from the side, catching your opponent off guard. You're facing your opponent, and suddenly, bam, a fist appears from nowhere. That's the magic of the hook. But here's the secret most people miss. It's not about arm strength. The real power comes from your legs and core. Visualize turning your front foot, pivoting those hips. That's where the devastating force originates. Let's address a common mistake, the dreaded arm punch. Your true power source is in your legs and core. When you throw a punch, it should feel like your whole body is involved, from your toes to your fist. That's how you generate the kind of force that makes opponents think twice. Want to perfect these punches? Try shadowboxing in front of a mirror. Focus on your form, not speed. Watch how your body moves, how each punch flows into the next. This is where you build the muscle memory that'll serve you in the heat of a fight. The ultimate three-punch combo every beginner needs to master: jab, cross, lead hook. It's simple but devastating when executed correctly. Just look at Ryan Garcia. His lightning-fast jab sets the rhythm. His explosive cross lands with precision, and his signature lead hook has dropped elite opponents in an instant. Start with that crisp jab, follow with the thunderous cross, then swing in with the hook, sharp, snappy, and fight-ending. Master this sequence, and you're building knockout power like a pro. Remember, your defense is just as important. As you practice these strikes, work on your defensive moves. Slip, roll, block. These skills are crucial for staying in the fight. Incorporate them into your shadowboxing routine. Imagine dodging an incoming punch before unleashing your own devastating combination. What makes some boxers nearly impossible to hit? It's not superhuman reflexes or a hidden advantage. It's mastering the art of defense. And the best part? You can start learning these skills right from your living room. Let's start with the foundation, your guard. Picture yourself as a fortress, hands up protecting your chin, elbows tucked in, shielding your ribs. But remember, a static fortress can be breached. The key is to become a moving puzzle your opponent can't solve. Enter the slip, a simple yet powerful move that can be a game changer. Imagine a punch coming straight for your face. With a slight bend at the waist, you let it whistle past your ear. Studies show that slipping punches can reduce your risk of concussion by up to 60%. That's not just avoiding damage, it's preserving your fight readiness and extending your career in the sport. Now, let's talk about the roll. Picture a rope stretched from one shoulder to the other. Duck under it and pop up on the other side. This move doesn't just dodge punches, it sets you up for devastating counters. Here's a pro tip inspired by Ilia Toparia's elite slip and roll training. Grab a pool noodle and a partner. Have them swing the noodle at you while you practice your slips and rolls, just like Toparia does to hone his head movement and evasive skills. It's safe, effective, and even fun. You'll be building that critical muscle memory without the risk of taking a real hit. ensuring you can move smoothly and defensively in the ring or cage when it truly matters. Don't forget about footwork. Quick, light steps can make you seem like you're floating in the ring. Good footwork keeps you balanced and ready to strike back at any moment. The real magic happens when you combine these moves. Slip a jab, roll under a hook, step back from a cross. Create openings for your own attacks. It's a deadly dance, and you're leading. These defensive drills do more than keep you safe. They're giving you a full-body workout. Every slip engages your core. Every roll works your legs and back. That footwork, it's building stamina and agility. Before you know it, you'll have a boxer's physique without lifting a single weight. Try this simple drill at home. Start in your guard position. Slip left, slip right. Roll under an imaginary hook. Step back, then forward with a quick 1-2 punch combination. Repeat for 3 minutes. Congratulations, you've just completed your first round of defensive training. Remember, defense isn't just about avoiding punches. It's about conserving energy, staying calm under pressure, and setting up perfect counterattacks. Every successful evasion frustrates your opponent and creates openings. As you practice, focus on staying relaxed. Tension is the enemy of speed and reflexes. Breathe steadily, keep your movements fluid. Imagine yourself as water, flowing around punches rather than rigidly blocking them. You've learned the moves, now it's time to bring it all together. Let's create your ultimate home boxing workout. First things first, running is a crucial part of boxing training, even when you're working out at home. It builds endurance, strengthens your legs, and improves overall stamina, allowing you to keep up the pace in long, intense rounds. Just look at Naoya Inoue, known not just for his knockout power, but also for his elite conditioning. His training includes hill sprints, stair runs, and steady road work, ensuring he can sustain his explosive style deep into fights. Incorporate road work or treadmill sprints into your routine at least 3 to 4 times a week. Try alternating between steady-paced jogs for endurance and short, explosive sprints to mimic fight intensity. Because a strong fighter isn't just powerful, they have the stamina to outlast and overwhelm their opponent. Next, you'll need space to do boxing training. But here's the good news. You don't need much. Just clear out a 6x6 foot area. That's it. No fancy equipment, no complicated setup. Just you and your determination. Now, let's structure a workout that'll have you moving like a pro. Start with a warm-up. Imagine your body as a car engine. You need to rev it up before hitting the road. Jump rope or jog in place for 5 minutes to get that blood flowing and those muscles ready for action. This is where the magic happens. Shadowboxing isn't just about throwing punches in the air. It's about perfecting technique, improving movement, and sharpening your reflexes without the need for a bag or opponent. Every great boxer, from beginners to champions, relies on shadowboxing to refine their skills. Take Gervonta Davis, for example. Known for his explosive power and quick reflexes, he consistently incorporates shadowboxing into his training to fine-tune his footwork, angles, and defense. By following in his footsteps and making shadowboxing a central part of your routine, you'll develop sharper technique, better balance, and the confidence to dominate in the ring. How to shadowbox like a pro. Get into your stance. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Lead foot slightly forward, knees bent, and hands up in a guard position. Stay light on your feet. Visualize your opponent. Imagine a real opponent in front of you. Picture their movements, anticipate their attacks, and react accordingly. Throw combinations. Mix it up with different punch sequences. Jab cross, 1 to 2 for speed and accuracy. Jab jab cross to build rhythm. Hook uppercut cross for power and flow. Use head movement. Slip, bob, and weave as if dodging real punches. Move your head after every combo to simulate real fight situations. Engage your footwork. Step in with your punches, pivot, and angle out to practice movement and positioning. Control your breathing. Exhale sharply with each punch to maintain rhythm and endurance. Stay loose and flow. Let each movement connect seamlessly, like a dance. The goal is smooth execution, not rushed punches. Ready to kick it up a notch? Enter high-intensity interval training, HIIT. Think of your workout as a boxing match, 3-minute intense rounds followed by 1-minute rest. During those rounds, mix it up. Throw rapid-fire jabs, then switch to power crosses. Slip punches, then explode into combinations. Keep pushing, and when that rest minute comes, you'll be ready for it. Feel free to check out our home boxing HIIT routine in the description. Boxing isn't just about throwing punches. It's about building a strong, resilient body that can generate power, absorb impact, and keep moving. Strength training is a crucial part of any fighter's routine, helping to improve endurance, stability, and overall performance. Think of your body as a fortress. Push-ups strengthen your chest, shoulders, and triceps, key muscles for powerful punches. Squats build a solid lower body foundation, giving you the explosive strength needed for quick footwork and knockout power. Planks reinforce your core, improving balance, rotation speed, and defensive stability. Incorporating strength work into your boxing routine enhances endurance, increases punching force, and helps prevent injuries. A well-conditioned fighter isn't just strong, they're faster, more agile, and ready to go the distance. As you wind down, stretch those hard-worked muscles. Think of your body as a rubber band. The more flexible it is, the better it snaps back, reducing injury risk and improving your performance in the ring. Here's a pro tip to take your home training to the next level. Film yourself. It's like having a personal coach right in your living room. Watch your shadowboxing sessions, and you'll spot mistakes you didn't even know you were making. Maybe your guard drops after you throw a cross, or your footwork gets sloppy when you're tired. This visual feedback is invaluable for improvement. Remember, consistency is key. With this workout, you're not just throwing punches, you're building a boxer's body and mind. So clear that space, set up your phone, and get ready to transform your living room into your personal boxing gym. Your journey to becoming a home boxing champion starts now. With just the basics and a focus on fundamentals, you'll develop skills that seamlessly translate to a boxing gym. Imagine moving with precision, your footwork smooth, your jab sharp, and your crosses powerful. Mastering these essentials at home means that when you step into a gym, you'll already have the technique, control, and confidence to train like a fighter. Jump rope and interval training supercharge your stamina. Consistency is key. Train smart, train often, and watch your skills soar. Those jabs, crosses, hooks, and defensive moves are your building blocks to greatness. As Muhammad Ali said, "Don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." Your living room is your ring. Step in and unleash your inner champion. Your transformation starts now. Share your home boxing tips, or feel free to ask questions in the comments below.